Yes, sir, ski. We got the new SPL Control Arms right here. We also got some SPL tie rods as well. So gonna be throwing them on the 440 today. Yes, sir. All right, so when you open the box up, it comes with the replacement bolts, and these are the control arms, nice and beefy. So I'm gonna get these unpackaged and then we'll get started. I also got the tie rods too, which are perfect for lowered cars. These will help correct bump steer. So I'm gonna make another video on these if you wanna go ahead and watch those. But yeah, I thought I'd replace these while I'm there. They do include instructions, which you just like scan a QR code and it'll take you to like all the documentation. Here's what the control arms look like unpackaged. Yeah, they look really good, nice and thick. They have the little cutout in the middle for some weight savings, and then they've got these blue screws up top. So this is actually where you can extend it out further if you wanted to add some more camber, or just like you can extend it to like the length of like an M4 or M3 or whatever. But yeah, here is the old one. I took off the other side, so here's a quick comparison. And you can see the difference, how much thicker this one is. They're pretty much the same. And the SPL ones come out of the package the same length as stock. All right, so once you get your car jacked up and the wheel off, you'll see the control arm right behind the rotor. And there's gonna be this bolt right here and the one that connects to the frame. So I just threw some WD-40 right there on the screw, and also on both sides over here because it's on pretty tight. So you want to kind of grease it up a little bit before you start to break it loose. For this one, you're going to need a 21mm socket and a T40. So you'll put the T40 in through the socket to hold it, and I'll show you how that's done. Here's my T40 and my 21mm socket. So I'm just gonna put this in through the top, and then I'm gonna put my wrench on, and you can hold the T40. I think it's like, mine is with a 10mm. So I'm gonna put a 10mm socket on top of that. So it should look like this, and then you can begin twisting it off. And I just left the bolt in here so that it wouldn't fall out immediately, but you can just wiggle that off and you can pull the control arm out. Here's the replacement bolt. So we're gonna put this in from the bottom, and then there's gonna be a washer and another screw that goes in, and you'll just tighten that down. I just used a crescent wrench, and then the socket that goes on top is a 12mm. So it should look something like this. And then we can move to the bottom portion. So it's gonna come with these 4 washers. What I did is I put one of each on both sides. I then used a jack to lift everything up to the normal ride height, and then you'll want to tighten everything down after that. So it should look like this once you're all complete. And I ended up doing the tie rods after, which I'm gonna make a separate video on. Most likely you'll have to get an alignment. Mine actually was showing this chassis stabilization error, and you can see like when I'm driving straight, the wheel is turned to the right. So just plan on getting an alignment after. If you want to do the tie rods as well, just do them at the same time so you don't have to align it twice. The car does feel a lot sturdier in the corners and like a lot more planted on the road. It's like a little bit more rough, like just driving around town, but nothing like crazy. So if you're looking for something to make the handling a lot better, this is a great choice. I already have like coilovers on my car, but I decided to add these mainly because I actually thought one of my control arms was going bad, and I was like, okay, well, let me just replace them with these upgraded versions. But it turns out I actually have an issue with the steering rack, so I'm gonna do another video on that soon. Once we get that complete, then I'm hoping I can do like a little bit more testing with these and see how much of a difference they do make. Otherwise, stay tuned for the tie rod upgrade. I'm gonna be editing that video soon. And now that it's summer, I'm hoping to get a lot more videos out and do some more like life experiences that I can upload. So yeah, subscribe, stay tuned, and thanks for watching.